What it do, what it do, what it do. I'm Bobby, aka TheAugusta CarGuy. Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 2 of Let's Talk Wealth. Hey, listen, entrepreneurs. I love being an entrepreneur. And I stand on that. Now, I didn't always feel like this. There were some days I wanted to quit. There were some days I wanted to give up. So I'm going to be transparent with y'all. I'm not even going to lie. I did quit. I quit twice, maybe more than that. I quit. I felt like it was too hard. I felt like I didn't know who to ask for help. I felt like I didn't know where to go. Now, maybe, just maybe, I only felt like that because I wasn't seeking out the right information. Eventually, I found my way, though, piece by piece. It was a slow, very slow process. But guess what? Your boy did it. I got the job done. A slow grind is a for sure grind. The fastest way to get rich is slow and steady. Now, I'm not rich. I ain't rich yet, but I'm definitely on my way. I'll be there. I ain't rich yet, but I'll be there. But a lot of the stuff I read, a lot of the entrepreneurs I talked to, a lot of people that I spoke to that got their own stuff going and they doing well at what they doing. They all told me that you gotta go through the process. You gotta follow the steps and you gotta take it slow and easy, and you gotta be efficient at what you're doing. You gotta be intentional about what you do in your day-to-day activity. Instead of scrolling Facebook for 30 minutes, try reading a book for 30 minutes to an hour. Just pick up a book and read it for 30 minutes to an hour. 30 minutes to an hour, that's all you need to do. Now, you may not notice the change right away. But read a book for 30 minutes a day for 90 days. Read it for 30 minutes a day for 90 days and watch what happens. At the end of that 90 days, you will not be the same person. That I can guarantee you. That. Your mind gonna expand like crazy. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna expand like crazy. Now, last year, I read like 15 books, man. I am not the same person from last year. If you knew me last year and we ain't talked none in 2023, you don't know me. Like I said, I read 15 books last year, and the people who close to me, they can tell. I remember helping people with their credit. This was like 2 years ago. They would always ask me, like, man, how you know all this information? How you know all this stuff? Because my credit was messed up. I experienced it. My credit was messed up. At one point, it was terrible. I'm talking about, it was terrible as hell. But I started investing into credit courses. I found books to read. I found people like Derek Harper and the Credit Dude. So shout out to both of them. But also, I started YouTubing stuff. I started YouTubing a lot of stuff until I found something that made sense to me. I was resourceful. So the times I wasn't at work, I was being resourceful. I was using my time wisely. I wanted to change, so I figured out how to change my situation. I ain't sit around and wait for somebody to come save me. Now, some of y'all out there, y'all going through the same stuff, but guess what you're doing? You're not acting on what you need to act on. You sitting around and waiting on somebody to come throw you a lifeline. You sitting around and waiting. My credit was all tore up. It was jacked up. I fixed my credit. I fixed my wife's credit. And some other family and close friends, I fixed their credit too. So once I saw I could help people, I was like, man, I can make a business out of this. So I started doing the research on what needed to be done to be a legit business. I started researching. I started doing crazy research. Like I said earlier, it was a slow process. It was a slow process, but I got the job done. It was a big step. I didn't really know anyone at the time who had a business. Well, I knew people who had businesses, but I didn't know people who had a business that was structured and set up according to state laws. So I knew people who was getting money. I knew people who was scamming and trapping, but that don't count. So anywho, I had to figure out how to structure a business. So entrepreneurs, if you want it like you say you want it, what are you willing to change? Are you willing to be resourceful? Get out there and get the information you need? Or you gonna wait to be saved? As an entrepreneur, you need to learn to be resourceful fast. what's the word T.I. be using? You need to learn to be resourceful expeditiously. Entrepreneurs, you need to learn to be resourceful expeditiously. So today's episode, we're gonna talk about the steps needed before you set up your business. We're gonna talk about what you need to do before you set up your business. So if you're in the beginning stages of your journey, you working a job that you hate, you want to start but you don't know how or where to start. Man, listen, I got you. This episode is for you, so y'all need to pay attention. Get your pen and some paper, and we about to do it. Let's do it. Have y'all ever sat down and asked yourself, why should you start a business? Or why do you want to start a business? Now, people have many reasons to why they start businesses, but a few reasons why I wanted to jump into the entrepreneur lane was, first reason, I was burned out. I was burned out from working. So the last job I had, I was working for ADP. I was doing payroll processing for ADP. Now, I'm not gonna lie, ADP was cool. I actually enjoyed working there. And I liked the team and the leadership that I had at the time. But ADP was also stressing me out. I'm talking about stressed. Phone ringing off the hook. Clients entitled and annoying as hell. Not all my clients was like this, but the ones that were, man, they can go jump in Lake Armstead. Now, if you ever worked in a call center environment, y'all know what's going on. But every day it got harder and harder for me to get out of my bed. I felt drained. Every day I felt drained. Now, the bad thing is, all I had to do was wake up, brush my teeth, and go downstairs. Yes, it was a work from home job, and I couldn't even get out the bed I got out the bed, but I was getting out the bed later and later every morning. But all I had to do was go downstairs. I didn't even have to leave my house. But like I said, I was getting drained. All of that started to make my performance start to slack. So I mentally checked up out of there. Now, sitting behind a desk for 8 hours staring at a computer screen, that wasn't for me. I guess I was still used to selling cars, running around the lot, doing this, doing that, whatever. But I worked there for a little over a year. Then they fired my black ass. Man, can y'all believe that? They fired my black ass. They got your boy up out of there ASAP. But crazy thing is, I wasn't mad at all. I wasn't doing no tripping. Like, it didn't really affect me at all that I got fired. But I started thinking though, yeah, they was paying me $23 an hour, and I was making decent money. It was good. I was getting, some overtime, all that good stuff. It was good. But it wasn't worth it in my opinion. You know what they say, all money ain't good money. And me being pissed off every day going to work, or me can't get out of the bed, or me hating what I'm doing every day, that wasn't worth $23 an hour or whatever money they decided to pay me. And plus, all I was doing was helping them build their empire so they can pass it down to their kids. When I should be doing the same thing, or you should be doing the same thing, because you're doing it right now. You're going to work every day and you hate going in there. You ain't doing nothing but helping them build their empire and pass it down to their kids. So if you don't want to be there, do something about it. Now, I'm going to be the first multimillionaire in my family. I'm going to be the first one that I know of. ADP can't pay me enough to really take care of my people the way I want to. Now, I always had a passion for getting rich. I just never knew how to get there. I always wanted to live like Cash Money. Without being a rapper. I'm a 1999 driver. I'm a Uptown Third Ward Magnolia TC Rock. Man, y'all don't know nothing about that. Come on, man. Y'all stop playing. But back to what I was saying, though. Turning your ideas into a business is a good start. Most ideas usually go no further than just a thought. But what if you acted on that thought? In 2005, the iPhone was just a thought. The iPhone was released in 2007, but in 2005, it was just a thought. I'm just saying. And look what it is now. Look what the iPhone is in 2023. Everybody and their mama got an iPhone, except me. But everybody and their mama got an iPhone, though. But it was just a thought, though. But look at that thought. Look where that thought is now. What it do? Are you ready to unlock your full potential? Are you living a life of flow? Focus, learn, optimize, win. Are you flowing? Is your life flowing? Are you focusing, learning, optimizing, and winning every day? If you want to focus, learn, optimize, and win, With flow, you'll learn the art of laser focus. You'll master the skill of learning how to retain information, optimizing effective communication skills, and relationship building. Don't miss the opportunity. Change your life for the better right now. Go to the description, click the link in the description, download your ebook right now. Have y'all ever stopped and took the time out to identify what you're passionate about or what you're interested in? Have you ever thought, man, what am I passionate about? What are my passions? What am I interested in? Have you ever took the time to think about that? Have you ever had a good idea and never acted on it? Now, I have good ideas all the time. I feel like they be good ideas. They must be good ideas because I'll look around and I'll see people talking about what I've been thinking about. They talking about my idea. But guess what though? I didn't act on that idea, so it wasn't my idea. Ideas, they gonna come and go. You be a little tight, but you can't be tight because you didn't act on it. Whoever you hear talking about it, they chose to put in the work. So before you start your business, you should identify your interests, passions, and write down all ideas. Write down all your ideas. I keep a journal. And I keep this with me everywhere I go, in the car, no matter where I'm at, if I'm driving, whatever, I'm asleep, it's on the nightstand, it's right beside me. But I use this to write down all my ideas and to keep track of my day. But yeah, I journal every day. It's pretty much me just auditing my time. So entrepreneurs, this is a good habit for you to have. Write down your ideas. Write down what you do in your day. Sometimes we be moving so fast and we just sometimes never stop and think. And we miss opportunities daily doing that. By moving so fast, we miss opportunities. When you getting started, it seems like it's a lot being thrown at you. I get it. Listen, while you starting, you trying to figure it out. You going through the process. Just keep going through the process. But simple stuff like documenting your day, that's helpful in the business world. Just small hinges swing big doors. So just think about it. What do you do when you at work? You're going to clock in. When you get there. You're going to take a 15-minute break. Then you're going to take a 30-minute to an hour lunch break. So you're going to clock out and then you're going to clock back in for that. And then you may or may not take another 15-minute break later on in the day. And then you're going to clock out and go home. Boom. Guess what they done did? They done documented your whole 8-hour shift, which you are essentially doing by keeping track of your day, by journaling. So yes, journaling is important. Very important. So get on that. See, running a business ain't too hard because we run one every day in our 9-to-5s. So if you don't write your ideas down, they gonna come and go. So write them down. Like, be for real, write them down. But what if I don't have any ideas? Listen, everyone is capable of having an idea. Why do you feel like you don't have any ideas? Why do you feel like that? Now listen, I've had that issue before as well. I felt like I couldn't think of stuff. I felt like, damn man, I can't figure it out. I can't. You be feeling like you can't come up with anything new. So what I do now is I sit in silence for 30 minutes every day. No phone, no distractions. Now listen, if you got kids, I got kids, I understand it can be hard to do this. But don't let your kids handicap you from doing what you need to do for them. Don't let them handicap you. So you need to find the time to have self-time. And watch the ideas start rolling in. Once you start sitting to yourself, you're going to sit there and you're going to start thinking and the ideas just going to start rolling in. But when you're having your self-time, attempt to write down at least 25 ideas. Now, self-reflection is important in the early stages of entrepreneurship. So take your time. If you can't get 25 ideas, come as close as possible to that 25 as you can. You must do it daily. Now, when I first started, I didn't get 25 ideas. I got 10. And then I got 11. And then I got 12. But you see where I'm going with this? I kept going until I could get to what I was trying to do. Now, the goal is to get 25 ideas, write down 25 ideas daily. Do it daily. So you want to take the time to reflect on your interests, your hobbies, and your skills. Consider what activities bring you fulfillment. What makes you happy? Think about your past experiences, both personal and professional. Identify any recurring themes or areas of expertise. What you good at? What you good at? Identify what you're good at. Another way to come up with ideas is by identifying your own pain points and areas of frustration. Identify your own pain points and areas of frustration, because guess what? There's other people who are dealing with similar pains that you're going through right now. So by addressing whatever issue you're going through, guess what you also gonna be doing? You're gonna be helping somebody else go through their problem. Trust me, you're not the only one with that problem. You can create solutions not only for yourself, but for others facing similar issues. Is this making sense? If it ain't making sense, y'all let me know. Let me know. I want y'all to have a smooth transition into entrepreneurship. And to have an even smoother transition, you should conduct market research on whatever market you plan on joining. Whatever market you plan on being in, you need to research that market. By conducting thorough market research, you gain a deeper understanding of your target market, which helps you sell products and services. We all in business to make money, right? So what is a target market? In simple words, it's a group of people who you plan on selling your products and services to. That's all it is. They're your customers. But instead of making an offer to a group of people, get specific. So I know I'm talking to a group of people right now, but my message is for my avatar that I created. My avatar name is Jermaine. He is 25. He has a 9-to-5. He's always looking for a new hustle for extra funds. That's my avatar. That's some of the stuff that relates to my avatar. But does that make sense? You need to get specific. You see how specific that was? He's 25. He has a 9-to-5. He's always looking for a new hustle for extra funds. That's specific. So whenever I'm making sales, I'm talking to my boy Jermaine. He my ideal client. He's my ideal customer. So Jermaine is the person I market all my products and services to. He's my person I market everything to. If I'm selling anything, I'm selling it to him. So y'all pay attention, because I'm dropping some heat. Right now. So who is your avatar? What's his or her name? Where do they live? Where do they work? What's their interest? What makes them happy? What makes them happy, man? You got to get specific. Y'all said y'all want to be entrepreneurs, right? Well, let's get to it. You think Apple don't know who they selling to? You think Walmart don't have an avatar who they choose to market to? Yes. They all do this. They don't sell things on accident. And you shouldn't either. You shouldn't sell nothing on accident. Your avatar represents the type of customer you want to sell to. So now you created your avatar, right? Now you need to niche down. Niche down means you need to become a specialist at something. So when you go to the doctor, or let's just say you going to the doctor, but you got to go see a heart doctor. You're going to see a specialist. You're going to go see a cardiologist. He's a specialist. You're not going to see, if you go to the emergency room or to one of these clinics around here or whatever, that's a general doctor. You're just going to see whoever they got on shift that time. So he doesn't have a specialty. He's just a general doctor. But if you need to go see somebody for your heart, you got to go to a heart doctor. You got to go to a cardiologist. That's his specialist. He's a specialist. Your niche will allow you to be more efficient. Niching down is your target audience. You need to understand what you provide and who you providing it to. If you target everyone, you attract no one. You'll sell to nobody. Niching down allows you to market directly to the person you need, the person that needs you. They allow you to market directly to the person that needs you. My niche is I help entry-level entrepreneurs, which also relates to my boy Jermaine. It also relates to my avatar. Now, once you pick a niche, you're not married to it. So if you feel that you need to start over, you can always start over with a new niche. Now, I changed my niches a couple different times. I sold insurance. I sold cars. I fixed credit. I did 5 links. Man, I did it. I did it all. You name it. I was out there trying to figure it out. So it's cool. Get out there, figure it out. As long as you get out there and putting the work in, just get out there and figure it out. So don't even trip if you have to start over. Don't trip if you got to start over. It happens. It's okay. That's why I'm here. I'm going to help you put the train back on the tracks. I'm going to help you put it back on the tracks. Listen, I've been through it on this journey, and there will be others that go through it on this journey, on their journey. I ain't a gatekeeper. I want to see everybody shine. I want to see everybody living their best life. So if I can help anybody to where I can help them to where their journey has less speed bumps, or to help them remove some of the obstacles. Now, you still got to go through what you're going to go through, but if I can help, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to help as much as I can. I'm going to help guide them to the right areas. I'm going to help guide them to the right resources or whatever they're trying to do. So as you niching down, follow these steps. Follow these steps. So step 1, you're going to list up to 5 niches that you're interested in. List up to 5 niches that you're interested in. Step 2, you're going to list up to 5 things you're good at. List 5 things you're really good at. List them. Step 3, you're going to list up to 5 things that people come to you for. Now, when I say that, don't put on the paper that, oh, they always asking me for money. No, don't do that. Don't put that on the paper. I'm referring to information and advice. So basically, what are you to go to for? What are you to go to for? Now, step 4, list the pains, problems, desires, and goals of the niches you chose. So out of those 5 niches you chose, list the pains, the problems, desires, and goals of those niches. Now you need to do some research. So the niches you chose, research their market. Research the market. Find out what questions are being asked. What hurts or frustrates them. Find out who else is selling something similar. Find out who's selling something similar. What are they selling? Who are the top 5 influencers in your niche? Who are the top 5 people in that market that are doing good? Who are they? What are the top 5 books in your niche? What are the top 5 books? Those are some questions you need to answer to do a proper market analysis. You need to ask those questions. Now, whatever industry you in, you need to know who is your competition. You need to know who in your lane. Read up on the market. You want to jump in, and don't be guessing. Be intentional. Most of this research can be done on social media. Now, listen, you already on there scrolling, being nosy. You're already on there scrolling, probably stalking somebody's page. I ain't judging you. It's cool, whatever. Hey, you might as well do some research while you on there. You on there for hours all day anyway, so you might as well do some research. So step 5, which problem stands out the most? Which problem stands out the most? Now, last one, step 6. Do you currently have the skill set or knowledge to help your niche solve the problem you listed in step 5? This is why research is important. So a lot of us, we want to jump in the entrepreneur lane with doing little to no research, moving too fast. And then guess what? We get ran over. It happens every time. We jump in, we don't do the right amount of research, or we don't do proper research, and then we get ran over. So if you don't have a skill set or knowledge, so what? Go out and get it. Now, the easiest way you can do to gain a skill set of knowledge is to get a job doing what you want to do. Get a job doing what you want to do in business. Now, listen, I know we've been talking about entrepreneurship. I know. But hear me out, though. Don't get the job to get the job. Nah, we ain't going to do none of that. Don't get it just to get it. We're going to infiltrate, educate, and vacate. You got it? We're going to infiltrate, educate, and vacate. So let me break it down. You're going to get the job. You're going to infiltrate their system. You're going to educate yourself on their process. And then you're going to chuck the deuces at them and vacate. I'm out of here. I'll holler at you. I'm out. You done learned everything you needed to learn to apply in your business. Now you can dip. Now you don't have to do that. You don't have to go out and get a job or get a job doing what you want to do. You don't have to do all that. But you just need to be creative. The answers are out there. Now, whether you choose to go out there and find the answers, but they out there. So make sure when you niche down, all of this is aligned with your avatar you created. You done created your avatar, but you need to make sure it aligns to your niche. Now, let's simplify the niche even more. Let's simplify the niche even more. Now, these are all tactics that I've used before. So now you want to create a simplified niche statement. So I help blank who want to blank. That's the niche statement. I help blank who want to blank. Now, this is also your elevator pitch. So with mine, I help entry-level entrepreneurs who want to start and grow their business. That's an example. I help entry-level entrepreneurs who want to start and grow their business. Now, I done gave y'all some gems today, right? Now it's time to take action. It's time to stop sitting around. I gave y'all some gems today, right? Now it's time to take action. It's time to stop sitting around and waiting. Nobody coming to save you. There's nobody coming to save you. And entrepreneurs, if you want to be an entrepreneur, guess what? The time is now. The time is right now. You need to do it right now. Look around. Gas high as hell. Food almost not affordable. Eggs, $8. $8. Now, all eggs might not be $8, but we get the brown eggs. So they're a little bit more expensive, but we get the brown eggs. And them giants, they up there. Hey, listen, you gonna keep waiting on your job to give you a raise, or you gonna put your ideas in motion? You gonna keep waiting on them to give you a raise, or you gonna put your ideas in motion? Which one you gonna do? Like I said, the time is now. Inflation is through the roof, so spending has slowed down a lot. It's slowed down a lot. People not buying cars. People not really buying houses right now. They're not really spending their money. So we're more than likely about to hit a recession. Now, this slow time will give you time to research effectively. Now, I don't know how much y'all know about recessions. But it is light on the other side of this recession. It's light on the other side. So it's time to get to it. Now, that's it for tonight's show. So thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Let's Talk Wealth. Hey, this is the podcast for entrepreneurs. So like, share, and subscribe my channel. Until next time, y'all be easy, man.